There's something to be said in life that you can overstay your welcome when you're in one area too long. When you're with the same group of people for a long period of time, you wear on each other's nerves. I think movement itself is a level of wisdom, of life, of joy. Movement. I know I feel stale even now as I make this. I've been in one area for several months because I got kind of caught up with the coronavirus, and I don't feel good. I do feel aggravated. Even someone you love and appreciate, respect, whether it's your mother, whether it's your child, I think that people need a level of movement in life, or else it just leads to bad things. Good to see you, Coconuts and Dreams. It's getting chilly. Well, yeah, it's getting to be the fall season. It's good camping weather. And the fall is probably the best season to get a change of pace and then go back down to Florida. Pluto, what's up, man? Great to see you. Much love, Sammy, from Tariq, Ramaz, and everyone still in Reading, PA. Well, let me tell you something, brother. I love you. I love you. Shout out to your family. I know you love your family, but I guarantee you guys fight like cats and dogs. Why? Because I think we overstay our welcome sometimes. I had great neighbors. I know sometimes if I would visit too much, it's just there's something in the air when you're around people every day, all day. You get on each other's nerves. In camping, there's a 14-day stay limit in most campgrounds. Part of it is they want to keep the flow moving so that it doesn't become a static location. And I find that interesting. I often share in life, if you can help it, don't stay more than 14 days if you're visiting friends or family, because I think it becomes unhealthy, at least for me in my experience. Again, it could be good people, not just people that are about drama. But one thing I found interesting, even as I was observing my mother the other day, some people don't really like peace, and some people don't like boring. Some people like drama. I even saw my mom the other day, like, does she gets a little bit restless if things are a little bit too peaceful. And I hate to say that, but that's an observation of life. And a lot of what I've learned in wisdom is observation, how I feel, how other people feel, and the reactions of myself and others. Pluto says, we do fight. You're damn right you fight, man. I love you guys, though. Shout out to you. Pluto, I'm staying with my older brother, and we love each other, but he wants me to get my own place. I think if you can physically and mentally do it, I think each person should experience living on their own. If your mother or someone became destitute and you had to help them, then help them. But even when if you have to be a full-time caretaker, I tell you, you may have to look at assisted living or getting professional help. Why? Because the caretaker becomes the undertaker. What does that mean? The caretaker gets burnt out because they got their own life, their own responsibilities, and they have to take care of someone else, and they're living together. So they eventually wish death on them. They do. That's truth. And the quality of life of the care that they're giving goes downhill. And both people suffer because they've overstayed their welcome. That's truth. And then he goes, Pluto, I take it as if he does not want me around, which is not the case. No, he don't. He wants you to get your own shit. He wants to masturbate in peace. So do you. Look, guys, people want their own space. If you say inspirational nomad, what's the number one thing people want? Well, besides unlimited money, people want their own space and they want interaction on their terms. Okay. Meaning that they do want interaction with people, but on their terms. When you live with your parents, it's on their terms. So if they get older and they got to live with you, it's on your terms. Never forget it, Pluto. I'm looking at moving out soon. We'll secure the bag. Whether it's DoorDash, Walmart, or corporate world, secure the bag, live below your means. That way you never have to overstay your welcome. My heart goes out to those who have to live with other people because they're not able to, whether it's physically, mentally, or financially, and they suffer the consequences. Now, if you're physically and mentally able to do something and you choose to stay in an area, I can't help anyone. And this is not directed to you at Pluto, but directed to anyone. I'll tell you right now, guys, your soul will be crushed when you overstay your welcome. When you are around the same people too long, not good. Even the same areas, not good. Especially areas you don't like. Even recently in this one area I'm at, I'm done. But I'm trying to discipline myself. I got like 6 more weeks until it's proper time to head south. But I guarantee you, by God's grace, I will be heading south because I've definitely overstayed my welcome in New Jersey. Definitely. And what I could tell you is there's no way in hell, even if we go into national lockdown again, I will not come back to New Jersey. Nope. I will come back next fall to visit my mom for a few weeks, okay? And if she wants to come down to Florida, she's got an open invitation. But if she wants drama, if she wants to repeat the same patterns over and over again, I will love her. I will cry like a baby when she dies. I will thank the good Lord for every good thing she has done for me, but I will live my independent life. Why? Because when you overstay your welcome, the caretaker becomes the undertaker. When you overstay your welcome, you're not happy. And when you're not happy, you can't make other people happy. The worst thing in life is 2 unhappy people trying to figure out like what to do next, and what it's a disaster. There's nothing to do next. The only thing to do next, when you've overstayed your welcome and everyone in the house hates them, the only thing to do, what are we gonna have for dinner? So then you have acid reflux, you're overweight, you're out of shape, you damn sure ain't gonna be living a coconut and dream life. What you're gonna be living in is that greasy soup, greasy life. Okay, that's when you overstay your welcome. The only thing you have to look forward to is DiGiorno pizza, Chick-fil-A. What are we gonna have from the Chinese spot? Okay, nah, fuck that. What I tell you is never, in all caps, in the boldest font you can find on your phone, never overstay your welcome. Okay? 100 emoji. Coconut and dreams. When you drive to Florida, I can't wait, man. It's getting close. When you drive to Florida straight or stop overnight, I make one stop. I drove to Florida straight through one time. It was torture. The first time ever. Don't do it. If you're driving from New York or New Jersey down to Florida, you need to make it 2 days, okay? You leave on a Friday, you get there Sunday night, okay? You make one stop over. You stop either in North Carolina or South Carolina, okay? You stay the night, and then in the morning, you're gone, okay? If you don't do it like that, if you try to do it in one day, you can, but you're going to burn yourself out. It's going to be a disaster. You're going to get to Jacksonville, and you're not going to be happy, but you'll be happier than probably New York. But what I could tell you is this, 2 days. Pit stop in the end of North Carolina or the beginning of South Carolina. Wake up, hit the road, keep going south. That's what I tell you. Pluto, I feel that, Sammy. I feel you, brother. I appreciate you. Shout out to you. Shout out to your brothers, Coconut and Dreams. I appreciate you, brother. Shout out to all my members out there. MVRV, Edith, everyone out there. Barefoot and Cactus. I saw her today on my comment section. Shout out to her. Shout out to Courier Warrior. Shout out to you. Yeah, guys, I don't know, man. I think there's some places that I've been, the energy is not the same as other places. There's some places that you don't feel welcomed at all. Good to see you, MVRV. Shout out to you. Shout out in Alaska. But even here, like I'm in a certain spot, the cops I always see around because there's some bad areas. And the energy is just totally unwelcoming. Totally. And what I've learned in my life is when you don't feel good energy, keep it moving. Movement is life. If you ever see the movie with Brad Pitt, and I know MVRV, Brad Pitt looks a little bit like Nate from Elephant Van Life. You ever seen a movie with Brad Pitt? It was like World War Z, I think. There was one scene that I believe took place in Newark, New Jersey in the projects. And not Brad Smith, what's his name? The guy who married Angelina Jolie. What's his name? Come on, guys, help me out here. Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt was running from these zombies. And he was running through the projects, trying to get away from the zombies. And he went into an apartment, and he felt like he had stayed too long in the apartment. And he was like, he told the people in the apartment, he said, I've been in a lot of bad places in this world. And the one thing I know is that movement is life. Because the people in the apartment, they didn't want to move. They were comfortable. When you stay at a job too long and it's time for you to move on, as long as you secured another job first, you got to move on. When you stayed too long in the area, And when you've outgrown something, and if you decide to stay in the complicity, the comfort place, because you don't want to adapt and change, and you overstay your welcome, you'll suffer. You'll eventually get laid off when you could have took a better job. You'll eventually get broken up with when you could have been the one that moved on first. You knew the relationship was over. You overstayed your welcome. When you get taken over by the zombie apocalypse, and you should have got the hell out of Dodge a long time ago. You knew you should have moved out of the community. You knew you should have been door dashing. You knew that you should have maxed out your potential, but you lived below your potential, all because you wanted to be comfortable. Now, you've overstayed your welcome and it's hard to get out. The zombies are closing in on your soul. What I can tell you guys is the value in tonight's message is never overstay your welcome. Because I can feel the zombies pulling at my soul even now. And I'll tell you right now that movement is life. Adapting and changing is necessary. Bad neighborhoods, bad energy. Doesn't have to be necessarily all crime, but just a bad energy area you got to get the fuck away from. Excuse my language. Okay. Go where you are celebrated, not tolerated. Go where you are celebrated, not tolerated. I'll tell you right now, you stay in one place too long. You stay in one Starbucks too long. You stay in any one place. Guys, you're not celebrated. Why? Absence makes the heart grow fonder a little bit. Okay. There's something to be said for that. And that's why I tell you, I think marriage is a death trap. I really do. I don't see any people happily married after 10 years. Nope. The average marriage only lasts 10 years. I don't see anyone. They're faking it because what are they going to do? They're screwed. Nah, don't get married. Stay single. My opinion. It's tough to move because movement requires change, and humans are creatures of habit. And that's why we overstay our welcome. That's why we have Taco Tuesday. That's why we have Fuck Up Your Life Friday. That's why we have every tradition, is because we're just creatures of habit. We overstay even when it's not healthy. Don't overstay your welcome. Don't overstay your welcome free camping. Don't overstay your welcome at a Walmart, at a campground, at your friend's house, at your family's house. Don't overstay. Even now, as I say this message, I'm saying to myself, damn, I'm about to go to Florida right now. And I don't know if I can last 6 more weeks, guys. Ain't going to be easy. I'll tell you right now, it's not going to be easy, but I made it this far, but I'll never do this again. Sabrina! Shout out to Sabrina. How you doing? She got the coronavirus. Hey, Sam. It's good to see you. You are so right about overstaying your welcome. Praise the Lord. Thank you. If I had taken better care of my health, listen, guys, I would be on my own. I love you. Hopefully next year I will get better and move on. Sabrina, thank you for sharing that powerful testimony. There's a scripture that says the most powerful thing you have is your testimony. The most powerful thing you have is to tell people you masturbate in a sock. Why? Because if you commit adultery, but you tell people to do celibacy, you will never deliver people. But when you tell people you are watching stepmom porn and you masturbating, you healed someone. Okay. And when you tell someone that if you would have took better care of your health, okay, you would have been able to be more independent, more happy. That's a blessing. And you focus on getting healthy. Why? Because it may save someone from sloppy Joe Sunday, from let me order chicken, steak, and tacos. Guys, don't do it tonight. Don't get acid reflux. My mom, sometimes I see her eat because she's bored. But I observed my mom the other day, and I saw we had a peaceful moment, but she doesn't like it peaceful. It's true. I love my mama. So thank God. I believe I'm one of the best mothers you can have. No one's perfect. You know, sometimes I do say to my mom too, I want to deliver you. I want to share my testimony. I wish my mom would have had an abortion. Okay, I do say that. Sometimes I'm very inspired life. I feel both. But I observe my mom. She doesn't like it when it's too peaceful. She gets bored. And she doesn't want to do self-care. See, I don't get that bored because there's always something to do with yourself. Laundry, going for a walk, whatever. Work, whatever. And my mom's productive. She worked till she was in her 70s. The only reason she stopped working because her knee gave out. But if she's not given something to do, she almost invites drama. I don't have all the answers, guys, but when you don't have the answers, focus on self-care. When you don't have the answers, keep it moving. Stretch, one of my members, he asked me, he said, Sam, what advice do you have for a young person hitting the road? I said, well, try to obey the laws and keep it moving. You know, there's been a couple times where the cops had stopped me just because they seen my car in one area for a long period of time. And they checked everything out. They say, you did nothing wrong. You're doing nothing wrong. We just survey the area. And if we see something staying for a long period of time, we check. And you're going to see that if you hit the road long enough, if you don't keep it moving. Pluto, being under someone's roof is basically being under their control. Yeah, you're in jail. Your mom's the warden. Whoever pays the rent, whoever pays the mortgage, they're the warden of the jail. Okay? So guys, you're in a jail cell. I don't care if your door has a lock on it. If you don't own that house, someone else has the master key. Okay? And what I could tell you is, nah, I can't do it. I'd just rather be peace and free like a bird. Well, I hear you, brother. Everything has a price, though. Living on the road has a price. 1,000 Trails has a price. Parking at truck stops have a price. Your independence has a price. And that's why I make videos about securing the bag, living below your means, all those things. Why? Because I want you guys, as best as you can, to live independent life. Now, like Sabrina says, it requires your health, okay? You have to take care of yourself. Self-care is number one priority. Then, like NVRV, you got to get the money back, okay? And when you're NVRV level, okay, you ain't even worrying about the stimulus because you're making too much money for that. You got the petroleum dividend. You're living below your means. You got a calculated budget. You're doing good. Okay. Coconut and Dreams, he's just trying to avoid the lust because Coconut and Dreams is addicted to sex. Let's be honest, okay? But he honestly shared that. Okay. And so the only thing that will hurt him is if he overstays in an area that he's too tempted. When you're tempted, you must move on. Why? Because resist the devil and he shall flee. Okay, don't stay too long. You know, guys, look, if you know you can't handle being... When I was obese, I couldn't handle being around fried chicken. My mom would cook. She said, Sam, come over. I said, I ain't going over there. I can't be around that. So I would tell anyone dealing with alcoholism, dealing with a breakup, don't be around your ex. Why? You can't handle that. Don't be around alcohol if you're a drinker. Why? You can't handle it. Don't put yourself in an area where you're not going to feel welcome, okay? Whether it's 1 minute or 1 month, never do it. Never do it. It'll destroy your life. Positioning yourself well is a key element of life, okay? I didn't say element van life, okay, because I believe in 2 vans, not 1. Never forget it. A friend of mine the other day said, Sam, if I get married for the 2nd time, would you come? I told him, hell no. He said, why? I said, bro, you know I'm honest. I said, there's no way I can sit in the audience and the pastor or whoever say, does anyone here object to this marriage? I said, there's no way I can sit silent. I said, you know I would stand and say, hell no. Okay? And I don't want to destroy your wedding day. That's a precious day. But I also cannot live a lie. I also cannot testify. I got to testify to the truth. And the truth is, if you're married, you're going to overstay. You're welcome. And you ain't got to have nowhere to go. Nah, screw that. Let's take a hydration break. Click that thumbs up, guys. Thank you to all my members, Coconut and Dreams, Pluto, MVRV, Sabrina. Good to see you. I appreciate those who support the channel. Click the blue join button if you'd like to be a member. Love to you guys. Yeah, guys, that's what it is, man. I mean, I'm really struggling to stay up here a little bit longer. But I'm trying to recall what it was like for me in the middle of August to the end of September when I was in Florida. And it's very hot. There's a lot of bugs. And I just feel I'll be a little bit more patient. But I am at my wit's ends, period. And I'm not feeling good. King vasectomy. Element van life is a better male simply addicted to love. All I know, brother, all I know is 2 vans is better than 1, okay? And I don't know what he is, a beta or an alpha. Well, yeah, I don't know what he is, man, but I know one thing. When Element Van Life said, I don't know, the next time I'll be in California, I saw his girlfriend look at him crazy. Why? Because his girlfriend has family in California. You think you're going to move in a van with someone, okay? And they're not going to want to go see their family? She wants to go to San Francisco. He wants to stay in North Massachusetts. Who's going to win? Whoever owns the van. And when you both own the van, what do? You liquidate the van and you get back to 2 vans. Why? Because you don't fucked up, okay? What I can tell you is always keep 2 vans, okay? If not, you're going to have 1 house and you're going to have to build a man cave, okay? Guys, a man cave is a second van without the wheels. Never forget it. Tony, I finally catch one live. Damn it, Tony, good to have you, brother. Tony, the 4 p.m. starts are hard. They're going to change when I go back to Florida. We're going back to the nights. Missed those 8 p.m. We're coming back. Tony, it's a Saturday, so I was a little bit early today. When I get back to Florida, we're going back to our regular routine. Our regular routine is, guys, I wake up early, I do my work, and I bang out Latina MILFs until at least 8 p.m., okay? And then I go live, I bang that out, and then I go back to wherever I'm at. But I tell you right now, guys, everything's going to change very soon, okay? Very soon, guys. Why? Because I've definitely overstayed my welcome in New Jersey. Definitely not happy here. Trying to make the most of it, though. I try not to bitch and moan. I got to vent a little bit on here, guys. Why? Because I don't want to vent to my mother. I want to, show respect and love and appreciation to her for all she's done. But I had enough. I love you, Tony, and I appreciate you, brother. I'll never forget you. Longtime viewer. Thank you. Thank you, Team Vasectomy, Pluto, Sabrina, and the RV. Coconut and dreams. We're living a dream, guys, as best we can. Sometimes you got to fight your way out of a nightmare. You got to smack the shit out of yourself to wake up from a nightmare, okay? And if you're staying at a family member's house, a friend's house for too long, smack yourself, okay? Smack yourself right in the face. Say, what the hell am I doing? I'm overstaying my welcome. When you walk in a room and you don't feel excited and they don't feel excited, you've overstayed your welcome, okay? And so sometimes it's just a complacency of human nature. Because again, humans are creatures of habit. So we get into a rhythm and we just keep going, even if it's bad for us, even if it's not healthy for us. Very hard to change human habits. Very hard. It takes 21 days. Okay. So I don't know, guys. Hopefully the message helps you today in some way. Great to see you, Tony. Great to see everyone. Team Vasectomy again. Pluto, Sabrina, MVRV, and Coconut. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Keep pushing forward as best you can. All right. Thank you for watching. Peace and love.